Hey church family, many of you are planning to join us on Sunday, and I know some of you guys are going to stay home, and that's totally fine, and we love you, support you in that. Be safe. But for those of you who are coming on Sunday, we've got the top 10 tips for returning to worship. Tip number 1, we will be having 2 services this Sunday. So the first service will be at 9 and the second service will be at 11. Now, if you've been coming or watching the live stream at 9:30, note that's going to be 30 minutes earlier. It will be at 9 o'clock, and the radio broadcast will still be at 11 in the morning.
And if you're coming, be sure not to wear your pajamas.
Tip number 2. The doors will open about 15 minutes before the service. So 8:45 for the 9 o'clock and 10:45 for the 11 o'clock. If you come a little early, we ask you please stay in your car or in the parking lot instead of coming in the building. And that will also allow us time to clean in between the services. There will be ushers at the doors to welcome you,
but they won't shake your hands.
Tip number 3. Tip number 3 is that only 33% of our sanctuary capacity will be used. So once we get to around that number, we'll send folks to an overflow room in the fellowship hall. We'll have ushers helping you find a seat. The balcony will not be available because we'll be using that for some of our video and production team. Tip number 4 is that we will have a fellowship hall overflow room. We'll have room for about 75 folks in there. We'll have some people in there making sure that is an engaging environment. If you're a family, you'll be able to kind of bring the chairs closer together. We've got them spread out right now, but if you're in a family, you can bring them closer together.
Or farther apart.
Yeah, farther apart. You want to be away from kids. Tip number 5 is we encourage you to wear a mask. Not that kind of...
Whoops.
Tip number 5 is are you serious? Tip number 5 is we encourage you to wear a mask. You probably don't have to wear it the whole time. If you need to take it off when you get to your seat, that's okay. But when you're around other folks, if you do take it off, remember to cover yourself if you sneeze or cough. Was that real?
Yeah.
Tip number 6 is about singing. So if you're a quiet singer, you probably don't need to wear your mask, but if you might want to put your mask on if you're more of a belter outer.
Is that a real word?
Tip number 7 is we are not having small groups for now on campus. So if you're part of a small group here, maybe say hello to each other in the parking lot.
Tip number 8. Okay, kids, here's what we gotta do. Miss Sally has some worksheets for us to do and some crayons for us to color with.
There will not be any classrooms for kids.
But there will be crying rooms for parents to watch on the TV while they cry.
Tip number 9 is on dismissal. So once the service is over and they say, hey, see you later, alligator.
Or, after a while, crocodile.
Once that's done, we'll exit safely out through the back of the sanctuary, or if you're in the fellowship hall, just in a safe way out the doors. Tip number 10, most importantly, no coffee.
It's okay, Dad. I believe in you. You can drink it before you come.
Okay, guys, we're excited to see you. So excited. Hey, would you pray for the unity of our church, for the prosperity of our church, and also for our guests? We are hoping that we will have many guests come that haven't been to church in a long time, and would you be in prayer for them as well? God bless you.